Hello, everybody. We are live talking with the CASHAPP, talking free agency, and we got some weird things to talk about right now. Well, let me get this shared out, and we'll get into it. I'll get into the weird rumblings going on right now, for one. Okay. So give me a minute to share this out, and we will get going. We will talk about Rodon. We'll talk about this Correa rumor. Yeah. I'll get my take on that. Yeah, let me get this shared out. We'll get going here. You have to do at the beginning of a live stream is make sure you share this out. So just give me a minute to share this out, and I'll just do it this way. People are kind of saying, is it Correa or Rodon? No, Rodon's a lock. I'm continually told Rodon's a lock. What's his name? Mark Feinsand said it's a lock, etc. So, just finish getting this shared out. I'll get more to that in a second here, of what I know. I'll put it that way. No, not yet, no. And what makes it easy about it, etc. So one more place, and this should be shared out. Alrighty, so first on Rodon, every time I ask anybody around the game, they're saying he's going to the Yankees. It is a lock. It's a done deal. Okay? Second, Buster only flipped to saying the Yankees cannot afford Rodon to saying they're going to sign both. The Yankees and Rodon are going to sign both. Care to explain that one, Buster? How do you flip on that one? There's a fake Ken Rosenthal saying the Yankees and Rodon have an agreement. Let's go to report this page for impersonation and see someone else. So what I'm wondering is, have the Yankees agreed with Boris to not announce the Rodon deal yet if he uses them for leverage with Correa? Now, the one thing on that, you all might remember that tweet I put out Sunday, where I got that text saying that Correa had reached out to the Yankees, asking them if they'd be interested in him on a short-term deal. Is that what's going on here? The Yankees have realized with the AAV, he's asked for, say, $3 or $60 million just for the chance to be Yankee. He's going to lower the AAV for the chance to be Yankee. If they can deal Donaldson and Hicks to the highest bidder, or whoever will take them, clear up some money here, can they sign Correa and Rodon as a package deal? Maybe get both down a little bit. Something is going on here behind the scenes. It's big. Now, if you remember about 5-6 years ago, Buster Olney was one of the most connected reporters with the Yankees, along with Bob Clayfish, Jack Correa, everything like that. He was respected around the game up there with those guys. He hasn't been in the last couple of years, but he's still connected. Not as well, I'm told. Bob Clayfish says he's still one of the most connected. So for Buster Olney to come out and say this, and Buster Olney's not known to be in Boris's pocket just to throw crap around, that's just making me uncomfortable about this whole thing. I know we're going to go to the Yankees, but Correa's a surprise. Correa would have to accept a low AAV in probably 3 or 4 years, just get the chance to be a Yankee. He's dying to be a Yankee, so will he do that? Will he actually do that, help the Yankees out? If so, here's what could happen if they get both. This frees up Peraza to be traded, say, to the Pirates for Reynolds, or Torres to the Pirates for Reynolds, and the Pirates love Torres. They don't like Peraza as much, but they love Torres because they can move Torres around the infield, maybe put him in the outfield. A lot of teams like Torres. The issue here is the Pirates want outfielders more than infielders. So if it's Torres, he's the only infielder in the deal. So what outfielders would be involved if they're going to get Reynolds? It would have to be Jason Dominguez, Esteban Florial, Aaron Hicks type. The Pirates do love Aaron Hicks, and his deal's looking more and more like a bargain, you know. 3 years, $30 million for an outfielder that could give you 20 plus home runs if you can stay healthy. So that deal's looking more and more like a bargain. So keep that one in mind. Do a quick check. As for Correa, I know for a fact he has 3 offers, at least 10-year offers. The Twins offer 12. I have confirmed that now. And that's going to be around $380 million. So, yeah. Buster Olney doing this flip, though, is weird. It's weird. And I know the Cubs, their focus is more on Swanson than Correa right now. Correa knows what he wants. And it's not about money for him, it's about location. I've known that all along. That's why I got that text or saying he's approaching the Yankees. And I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of that message and post it to my Twitter, TheKingSource.com, or at TheKingSource, to show you I'm not lying about this message of Correa checking in with the Yankees. They'll have the date and time on there as well. And it was Monday, excuse me, not Sunday. And so, posting it right now. I'm going to say on Correa and the Yankees rumors. I got this a few days ago. There you go. So you can go see that message. And that is from an MLB, somebody who works high up in an MLB franchise. I'm going to say that. If I had to guess, Correa is trying everything he can to get to the Yankees. All right? And Mark Feinsand today talked about this a little bit. He said he believes that Benintendi and Rodon are locks to be Yankees, based on everything he's heard. Okay? Why would he say that? Well, Mark Feinsand is very, very well connected with the Yankees and with other people. I've had Yankees execs tell me that you can trust Feinsand. Yeah, Correa could move to third. If they drop Donaldson, who's playing third? It's not going to be DJ LeMahieu. Yankees don't trust him anymore. DJ LeMahieu is going to be the second baseman. What this can do is that you can do the trade for Reynolds without Cabrera in there. You have Cabrera's your utility man, DJ at second, Correa at third, Peraza at short, Reynolds in left field. They're looking at a daunting lineup to get their any pitcher. So, a little interesting here. And confusing. Why is Buster Olney putting this out today, though? That is what's bugging me. Why is he putting this out today when we know the Yankees are close to a deal with Rodon? If not dumb, as I've been told. The update on Conforto, almost every MLB team is concerned about his health. They do not think he is healthy. They do not think he really has it left in him. And I have one friend and source that says this Correa thing seems too convenient. I do kind of agree. It seems way convenient to pop out right now. Unless Correa is talking to the Yankees about a lower AAV just to get a chance to play for the Yankees. As in that tweet or text I just shared. Yeah. What exactly is going on here? What, is this Boris playing games? I don't know. But I do know this about Rodon. I've been asking around today. There are 6 teams that have made contact with Rodon. The Blue Jays, they're not even trying. They're going for a hitter. The Dodgers, they're in the trade market. They're not going for a big starter. The Giants, they're going to have to pay up. The Giants are going to have to go 7-8 years just to get his attention, probably. They're not willing to go past 3. The Red Sox, he's not really giving them time of day because there's a big mess up there with Bogarts bolting. Of course, we know about the Yankees are the favorites. Then there's the Twins, who made contact and may have made an offer. He is not really wanting to take that offer. And also the Orioles made him an offer. He's not really wanting to take that one. So it kind of narrows it down. The Yankees might be Rodon's only option, and they're trying to force the Yankees' hand. Or Boris is trying to sweeten and saying, I'll talk Correa down to this AAV if you go 6 years. And guarantee 6 years. Because this what's going on. Correa's trying to get himself packaged in with Rodon. I don't know. Now on that question, what's going on with Steve Cohen is spending. He is leading a group of owners, 18 of them, to get rid of the luxury tax. By trying to spend in a way where it says that the luxury tax doesn't matter, so he could then get the votes to permanently remove the luxury tax and never have in baseball again. That's what's going on there. I've been told that about 8 times this year. That's a message. I'll have to respond to that, but I can wait a little bit. Let me do a quick check over here. I just want to see. Now, Ken Rosenthal, Jeff Passan, Mark Feinstein, Bob Clapers all talked about Rodon today. They all said at this point it would be a stunner if he does not go to the Yankees. Here's a good point right there I just saw. And that's another thing I wanted to talk about there. But somebody mentioned Rodon's birthday is tomorrow. What if the Yankees and Rodon have agreed to wait till his birthday to announce it? I've been thinking about that as well. Make it his big birthday thing. I'm thinking about that one as well. Another one people have been asking me a lot about is Devers. What's going on with Rafael Devers? He has ended talks with the Red Sox. He will not be extending because they let Bogaerts walk and they basically thumbed Bogaerts in the face, only offering, what was that, 7 years, $160 million? That's a pathetic offer after what Turner signed for. That's pathetic. And so Devers will be hitting free agency next year. Now, what are the odds? And I just got a big one. I'll drop it in a minute. There's breaking news from the TheKingSource coming right up here. But what are the odds Yankees go after Devers? High. Now, if they sign Cora now and they have that block, 0%. So keep that in mind. Now, the breaking news. Dansby Swanson is putting out he will make his choice between the Twins and Cubs tonight. So he's narrowed it to those two. He'll be picking between those two tonight. So I do believe the Yankees are going to get another reliever, and that is going to be the trade that comes out of nowhere that nobody's expecting. That's what I'm thinking on that one. Say Torres for a reliever, something along those lines. So I'm now going to tweet this. Let's see here. I'd be surprised if the Cubs don't get him, just based on what I've heard all along. So you just heard that first from the TheKingSource. Now I'm going to tweet that one out. And the Braves, by the way, don't feel bad for him. They have this kid named Grissom coming up. That he's a good player. He's a good player. And a second source says that's a possibility. It's believed it'll be out tonight, but it could be tomorrow morning. So, my brother is a big-time Braves fan. He could be happy about that one. But on Devers, I believe it's going to be bidding war. But it's going to probably he'll wait till after the Ohtani bidding war. And Ohtani's probably going to get a 15-year offer. I'm just throwing that one out there. The Dodgers going to make at least a 12 years offer. The Giants going to make a 12-year offer. He's probably going to get a 15-year offer from someone. Yes, Devers is a new Mookie situation for Boston. That's a great guess. They probably have no choice but to trade him right now. Somebody asked how confident am I on the Swanson decision tonight. I would say 80% tonight, 20% tomorrow. That's right where I would put it. So the chance it is tomorrow. You know, I knew this bringing in with Adam King. I'm not sure yet exactly wants to talk anything with Chaim Bloom at this point. However you pronounce his name. The word around the game is they just don't want him. Nobody likes him anymore. When you let your star go and you don't even make a legit offer to him, you destroy your rep around the industry. Remember what I had said, that he might be a mole set by the Rays to destroy the Red Sox. Because they're cheating. Yeah, Justin Turner, the silence around Justin Turner is weird. We keep hearing the Mets are after him. The Dodgers are after him. There's another team after him. I can't remember what that was. Was that the Orioles or Nationals, something like that? The Giants, maybe. And yet, there doesn't seem to be any movement. So let's drop. So, very interesting one there. He's one of several free agents that I've been a little confused why we're not hearing anything. But the most baffling move of all, most baffling, was Chaim Bloom giving Yoshida such a massive offer so fast. They could have had him for half that, literally. Why did the Red Sox go so desperately after him and pay him 3 times what he's worth? That's what everybody wants to know. It's bizarre. Bizarre one. The Braves could make a last-second push on Swanson at this point. So, and yeah, I do believe it's the Orioles. Rollis Chapman and the Marlins were talking a deal. So, and per one of my top sources, expect Turner back to the Dodgers unless his market really picks up. And it'll be a pretty cheap deal just to get back on the team there with the Dodgers. How good of an option is Correa for the Yankees? Completely depends on the AAV that he would work with them on. So, let's see here. Where is that OSCL? Just checking some stuff. Cardinals reporter says Cardinals informed they are out of Rendon. He knows where he's going, and it's northeast. Notice it doesn't say a team, but says northeast. Yankees are northeast of the Cardinals. So the rival reporters saying that their teams are told out. The Phillies, we know they're out. The Rangers are out. The Mets are out. All these teams that you thought would be the biggest contenders for Rendon are out. Leaving the Yankees pretty much alone to negotiate with Rendon. Yeah, the Dodgers are putting on it, but expect a trade. They're going to trade for somebody. Lucas Giolito is like a 5% chance, I would say. The Marlins have pretty much shut down talks. So it's hard to see who. They'll find somebody to trade for. I could see Domingo Germán. The Yankees are looking to trade him. They've got several offers on him. So, 25 AAV for Correa. That could be. I don't know if the Yankees go that high. He may have to lower it even further than that. Maybe down to 20 million per just to get the Yankees to do it. But it is confirmed by very legit people that the Yankees are crunching numbers, working out things, trying to see just how much they could do to see if they could bring Correa on. It would be a surprise, but yeah. And keep in mind, Correa's buddy, Mario Gonzalez, is no longer with the Yankees. They're sitting in free agency right now and likely to retire on that one. See, what other players we want to talk about? Chris Bassett. Why is it so silent around Bassett? Yes, the Pirates are interested in Aaron Hicks. They're very interested in Aaron Hicks. They think they could get him to replace Reynolds. He could put up the similar stats to Reynolds. I agree with that word, similar. Not identical, but similar. I'll agree with that. You know, Chris Bassett, why is it so silent around him? That is one to watch for the Dodgers and Cubs. So kind of keep an eye on him. With Kodai Senga, the latest I have is it's a bidding war between about 5 teams that want him. And he's going to get a big offer. The Yankees backed off him because he'll be getting the same AAV as Rodon, if not a little bit higher. Is the belief at this point. Sorry, I scratched my L's. So it's going to be interesting. Remember all's well with the Yankees that Judge, when he signed, said you've got to do these things. So for him to agree already means the Yankees promised to do certain things to build a championship team around him. Keep that in mind. I know Rodon was on his list. He wanted Reynolds because he wants a second left-handed bat. So, yeah. Let's just pop over here. Dodgers reporter. Dodgers informed they're out on Rodon. Everybody's saying if the Yankees finalize Rodon and Correa, then they can't criticize Howe for a while. Yeah, Howe deserves any criticism he gets right now. But if he does complete this big spending, it'll be interesting. And I never expected the Yankees to go after Swanson. By the way, he never quite fit the Yankees mold. He has attitude issues. That's why the Braves kind of backed off. Padres, Mets, Dodgers, Giants, all talking to Senga. Rangers are still in contact with Senga. The Blue Jays, the Red Sox, a lot of teams. JD Martinez is another one. I think he will be a January signing to an NL team looking for that DH to complete their offseason. That's the feel I get with JD Martinez. But remember, he's tested positive for Pets twice. Once with the Tigers, and then once with the team he was at, I want to say Diamondbacks before the Red Sox. So he's got that baggage. And let's see. Another outfielder to keep an eye on who was likely to be traded is Estevan Florial. holding up a 40-man spot, and it'd be easy to free one up just by packaging him in. I think he can end up going to the Pirates. So, part of that trade we've been talking about. By the way, the latest I have on the Reynolds trade talk, the Yankees made progress, but no team is really deep into talks yet there. Say if it's a 100-yard dash, I say the Yankees have pushed about 40, maybe 50 yards out. Every other team that's interested is 25 to 35 yards out, but until they get past 70, it's not really close or really on the horizon to happen yet. Yeah, I was surprised by that Padres offer to Bogarts. Why go 11 years on a 30-year-old? That shows desperation, man. Don't be surprised if the Dodgers are just waiting for Devers to be available so they can grab him and extend him, pair him with Betts. But yeah, they're going to go all out after Ohtani next year. That's one of the reasons the Dodgers aren't spending and the other teams aren't. Rather not. If I talk politics, it'll be on the new Rumble channel I'm setting up. Kind of what I'm thinking for the KingSource News will be on a Rumble channel, not a YouTube channel. Another free agent I'm a little surprised hasn't signed yet, Luke Voigt. The Cubs have been in deep talks with him. They made him an offer. The Brewers made him an offer. The Reds made him an offer. The Dodgers even talked to him. Why has Luke Voigt not signed? The Nationals would like him back. That's a surprise. Dominic Smith, I expected to be sitting out there till January and be a last-second pickup as well. So he could be a DH or first baseman. I would love the Yankees get Ohtani just to see how he would do in a major market. But the offers he is going to get is just not worth it. It's not worth it. I've heard he'll be seeking 12 years, about 480. There's a lot of people upset, by the way, with the Red Sox about how the Bogarts thing happened and DUIs happened, fights happened, everything. Ooh, what's this? How fishy is this? A Jazz Dominguez article just popped out. Why would that be popping out unless that's part of negotiations with the Pirates with the Reynolds? So my reps at Boris Corp say they will not decline the Yankees being interested in Korea. They will not decline being a package, anything there. So there's some kind of a negotiation behind the scenes going on here. So another one is Brandon Belt. He may go to the Cubs, most likely going back to the Giants. There's another first baseman sitting in free agency. I don't think they're going to $50 million a year, but $45 million a year is on the table for Ohtani. Literally. In 10 years. And Dodgers may go 12-year offer on that. Actually, Judge would be a Padre, not a Giant. The Padres offer so much bigger than the Giants, it wasn't even funny. So if Hal hadn't closed the deal, Judge would have gone to the Padres. Cashman is not awful at his job in all actuality. I've never considered him the best in the game. I consider him top 5 just because most are weak. But in all actuality, Hal has been nixing deals. Hal has already told him to do whatever it takes to sign Rodon. Hal went and got Judge done. Hal realized how much money he stands to lose. And maybe that they finally cracked $800 million in 1 year. He's thinking, okay, let's get a World Series, see how much money I make. So, but the Dodgers are expected to be the team that Ohtani lands with. That is true. That'd be a year from now. Let's see. You have a whole bunch of posts from baseball reporters. I'm seeing if there's anything else there, but nothing new. Yeah, there's a big group lining up just in case the Red Sox and Henry decides to sell over this debacle. There's a big group lining up, and it could even have Kanye West in it. He's a Red Sox fan, by the way. Okay, that's nothing. World Cup going on right now, for those wondering there. Let's check on this. Now, an interesting statement from David Bednar, that is the Pirates closer, on the Brian Reynolds situation. He said, you don't just switch in all-stars. They don't just hand those out. He's a great player, but I'm not worried about the distraction part of it all. That almost sounds like the team has been told they're trading Reynolds. That almost sounds like that. And by the way, the Yankees have several ex-Pirates on the team. Talon is not anymore. He's a Cub, but they still have Cole. They have Holmes. So, yeah, keep that one in mind. See. I did want to check on one thing here. Wanted to see what this was about, so let me pull this up. But we could see about 8 MLB teams sold over the next year, and the Yankees could be one. Unless the spending spree by Hal is him shutting it down, which I won't rule out. Is this... Yeah, very legit MLB source is confirming it. It says buzz around MLB circles, the Yankees are interested in Carlos Correa, working numbers, see if they can make the move happen. The only way I see it happening, by the way, there's another one, quote Buster Olney, though. A lot of these big podcasts, baseball podcasts, are confirming it. The only way I see it happening is if they find a way to trade Donaldson and drop Donaldson's $20 million and probably drop picks and use that money for him, because they've already allocated funds to Rodon. And I don't think they want to approach $300 million. If they sign them both, it's likely they start to approach $300 million. The payroll right now is $205 million. That does include half of the arbitration salaries. Remember, Trevino, IKF, others are done. There's very few left. See here. Yeah, Friedman-Bloom relationship. If Devers does get traded, that's a good point there, Fry William. Good point there. It's hard to sell the Boston fan base. They're trying to win after the contract they just gave the Japanese outfielder. They trade Devers like they did to Mookie. Yeah, well, even let Bogarts go is another one. Red Sox fans do not know what to think. I know a lot of Red Sox fans. They have no clue what to think right now. None. No, Brett Gardner is retired. He's done. As a coach, there is a chance. That'd be about it. But Judge wanted him out. He wanted him gone. So the Yankees had no choice. The tweet about Judge accepting it is I'd received a text saying he was. So I put it out there, fully expecting somebody, one of my sources, to see it and then give me more information. So it's a way to gather information. That's what that was. Just saw something. Looking at a picture of the Rays' new stadium that they're proposing, it would look very similar aesthetics-wise, just feet from the plate to the wall all the way around. But it would look a lot different, be a lot more open, would not have the catwalks up there to knock balls down and everything like that. It would be a lot better stadium. The one issue I see is it's indoors and look at turf in it. The turf is a big complaint around baseball. No ball players like the turf. Oh, what's Connor Foley saying? Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's the stadium. He's sharing that. Oh, I guess we can do that. I do know Yankee prospects have been told they were traded. I've not shared that or which ones because I want to have more information before I do. So I'm just going to share that much. The Yankee prospects have been told they've been traded. Now, Yankees farm, they have Wells, Gomez, Josh Bro, a lot there. Infielders, they got a lot of them. Sweeney, Vargas, Arias, Volpe, Peraza, even Austin Wells there, by the way. They also have Anthony Ziegler. Didn't know that one. Michael K. and the Yes Network team are talking about Correa. How weird is that? How weird is that? Yeah, Michael K. They are in on Rodon, but then I heard there's something even bigger they are working on. Why is Michael K. of all people saying that? Why? By the way, Jason Dominguez, however you pronounce it, Spencer Jones, a prayer in the outfield. They don't really have a first baseman in the farm, but they do have this big kid, 6'6" kid named T.J. Rumfield. Keep an eye on that. Yeah, Mark Feinstein, at this point, I've got to say Rodon's going to the Yankees. They need another big-time pitcher behind Cole to pair with him and pair with Judge in their moves that he fits. But why is Michael Kay and the U.S. Network team not talking about this now? It has not been finalized to move to Vegas, actually. They could be staying in Oakland still. There's nothing finalized there. No, my credibility did not take a hit. Goodbye. My credibility actually took a spike. It got bigger because I was putting a lot more information that ended up calming people down and actually told them what was coming. And here's that crap again. It is not Rodon or Correa. The Yankees are working on both. We need to stop that crap. Rodon is locked in. If they sign Correa, it's on top of Rodon. People don't get the plan the Yankees are working on. I have to believe there has to be trades in the works there. There has to be. There has to be a salary clearing trade, to be exact. Yeah, Christy Ackert says she'd be stunned if Rodon does not end up with the Yankees. Checking on this.
Ethan Arkin chops down and then it's fired into the Dutch bench, and here we go.
Bench clearing brawl at the World Cup. Interesting. The Mets will pay Scherzer Verlander $173.3 million over the next 2 years. The Braves will pay Olsen, Acuna, Iglesias, that's Racing Iglesias, that closer, former Angel, Riley, Albies, Harris, and Spencer Strider, $171 million over the next 2 seasons. So the Braves are set up pretty good there. New York Post, one of their guys saying that the Yankees were on the verge. I don't trust the New York Post. They've been off before. Carlos Rodon and his wife are both liking a lot of stuff from Yankees fans. It's interesting. Go for a few more minutes here. I'd love for the Rodon news to pop out officially while I'm live. That'd be a lot of fun. By the way, from Boris Corp, yes, it's legit. The Yankees' interest in Rodon is legit, but it's unsure exactly what their plan is. I think Bauer's suspension will be reduced, but will not be removed. There is too much evidence supporting it. Baseball could use a move today. Yes, but the Pirates are saying that they don't think the Blue Jays have the pieces to get him. They don't like what they have. So, the Dodgers are in, but the Dodgers have made so many trades lately that they're struggling to come up with packages. So, Gardner did, but they kept it very, very quiet. That's partially why he didn't play in 2021, by the way. He was serving a pet suspension. The MLB kept that one almost silent. By the way, Kyle and Tyler are both admins. They can boot people, if you didn't notice that. So, yeah, the stadium, it looks good, but also looks ugly. It almost looks like a high school kid designed it, if you ask me, on the Rays Stadium. It's better than most. And by the way, on Judge and his demands to the Yankees, I can say this much, he gave them a list of things to do. He said he wanted Rodon no matter what. So that one, that was a mandate. 2, he said he wanted somebody else to shortstop at IKF. He'll be okay. Listen to that verbiage. Okay with Peraza means they got a good third baseman. He is furious at Donaldson, how bad he played. So, Freee, he'd want another left-handed power bat in that lineup. He would count Benintendi if they were able to keep him left field. But he had Reynolds on that list. He did not have Nimmo because he never thought that was realistic with what LT wanted them to do. Okay? If Michael Kay is talking about Correa and Rodon, the Yankees cleared him to. Or else he'd be fired on the spot. There's something fishy going on here. There's something fishy going on. And Michael Kay himself tweeted it out, by the way. It says the Michael Kay Show, so I'm going to go ahead and post this for you. What is going on here? You have Mark Feinstein and now Michael Kay talking about this. Buster Olney talking about this. I think there is something legit happening between the Yankees and Correa because maybe if the judge demanded them to go after that. But Rodon is a lock. It will not affect Rodon. It would also mean Correa told the Yankees, I'll lower my AAV to this just to play for you. By the way, Bogart's deal is official now with the Padres. So, by the way, this big plan, I'm told by several Yankee sources, it includes signing Rodon and then something bigger after Rodon. And Yankees players have actually been messaging with and talking to Rodon, which means, yeah, something is done there. Pop back over to the live here in a second. I just check on something. There's something bigger they're working on is after signing Rodon. Keep that in mind. So they're working on Rodon. They're going to finalize Rodon. Then whatever this bigger plan is after that. There's a trade involved. But what is it? What is it? Even Jeff Passan just said live on ESPN, quote, whatever this big Yankees plan is, it is after signing Rodon. There's something else they're working on. That's a good point by Bobby Malone. With that said, I wonder if the even bigger means a Reynolds trade. If there's a Reynolds trade, they almost have to sign Correa because Peraza would be involved, who'd play shortstop. Nope, even if it's reduced, Bauer's not playing this year. He's under contract with a Japan team. It would have to be 2024. So, yeah, there's something the Yankees are working on. They're going to sign Rodon, and there's something bigger. I believe it's a Reynolds trade. And the Yankees have the secret weapon to get the Reynolds trade done named Jasson Dominguez. So the Netherlands just tied it against Argentina in the 99th or 101st minute, actually. Little update there. So, yeah, that's probably going to shootout. Maybe they'll add some extra time, try to get the final goal. We'll see. From Feinstein, I don't see the Dodgers on anything big or don't sponsor Correa. So, yeah, the Dodgers probably trade market. So, I think the Reynolds trade could pop out of nowhere right after they signed Rodon. And I was told by 3 different sources, don't be surprised if they're holding up the announcement of the Rodon deal just because they're trying to finish a trade and they want to do them together so they can do the press conference together. And just imagine the Yankees lineup if they're able to pull this off. Trade for Reynolds, sign Correa. That creates a big-time lineup the Astros cannot compete with. And Rodon just got doubled down on by Feinstein. He said he believes that deal is done. No confirmation, but he believes it's done. And the Yankees are working on something bigger to announce with it. Or right after it. By the way, with Judge, there are 4 offers bigger than what the Yankees are paying him. So, I think for now we'll sign off for this live. Watch my Twitter if anything happens with the narrow down announcement finally comes out, etc. But something is going on here with Correa. Michael Kay cannot talk about it as a player of the Yankees unless there's something going on. And the Yankees cleared him to talk about it. Remember that. Been a fun live. I'll do it again probably next week, maybe tomorrow. I'll say this. If the Reynolds trade, Rodon, Correa, anything gets announced, we'll do live tomorrow. But it's been fun. Have a great day, everybody. Remember to like the channel. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos. Everything helps everybody out. My channel as well as others with the new YouTube analytics. Have a great day.